Oh, Vance, just like that, he's in the room. Wow. Hey, how are we all?
Evening, everybody.
Hello.
Are we all
right?
good? Hello.
Yeah.
Tracy's in the room.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I'm jumping from the bottom up to the top. Can't do much, so I have to try a lot. Sorry, it's a little poem I prepared for last week. Not really. Right, who's got Facebook open?
Me.
Cool. Oh, hello, Mr. Andrew. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, that looks very cat weaselly. I like it. I like the look.
What the face full of hair?
Yes, no, I'm very impressed.
Oh, it's going next week.
Is it? Where's it going?
Anywhere but on my face.
Oh, I don't know if I can get used to that. I think it looks quite cute. It's very you. I think the upside down one that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be lovely. Well, I've got to try and find the live on Facebook. Thank you for everyone for joining. We have a side chat where people can comment if they've got a shout out they want for anyone. They can put that in there as well. We should be live not only on Facebook but also on YouTube as well. People you can see in front of you, for those people that are new here, is myself, RJ, and Louise, James, our head of media, Mr. Andrew, and Louise, as well as Tracy and James, our admin, and one of our newer moderators, which is Alex. So we'll start with Anne. Anne, what you been up to?
Working, uni, sorting the wedding.
All right, okay.
Busy.
Okay, cool. Anne's not feeling very well tonight, so I will try my best not to aggravate her very much. So I do kind of remember what Anne said last week. So a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't on because I was really unwell as well. How did it go? You've left me to do it on my own. And yes, that's what she said. I know, Tracy. I thought how rude at the time.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So James, how have you been since the last live? I think was on the 5th of March.
Yeah, not bad, thank you. No flat tires tonight, which is better than last time.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, just been working on the Fiesta to try and get that show ready for this year.
Good stuff. If you are commenting for Facebook, can you please put your name beside whatever the message? I can see we've got 10 in at the moment, which is 5 on Facebook and 5 on YouTube. Yeah, any questions? Put it in on there. Tracy, how have you been? I know I did quickly but this is your first time in the live for some time. Thank you for joining. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's been a busy day, but all good.
How's the RV?
Yeah, it's good.
Call it an RV. Is it classed as an RV or not? Have I got the wrong word?
just a motorhome.
An MH.
Exactly it. Yeah.
What a twit! I've got the blinking word in wrong. It's not good. Mr. Andrew, how was the meet? You was it with the Mondeo Northwest Owners Group?
Yeah.
How are they?
Yeah, they're all good. The ones
Cool.
that I saw anyway.
That's good. Well, how was the weather there?
Not bad actually, to be fair.
Good stuff. Good stuff. How was Rob?
He weren't there.
Was he not there? He invited me to come. I'm glad I didn't go now. Of course,
No,
he'll be back tomorrow.
From what I heard, he's been at the Banger racing today.
Has he?
Yeah, so he organised a meet and he didn't turn up.
Wow, Banger
Rob, if
Racing.
you're watching,
What's the car of choice at Banger Racing now? Would it be the Mondeo?
I couldn't tell you.
'Cause it used to be the Granadas, weren't it? The Mark II.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'm not into the Banger racing.
He's muted himself.
RJ, you're muted.
What?
He's muted.
You testing you, making sure that no one was purposely. Your host is unmuted. Well, thank you very much. So sorry about that. And Alex, you was on the live on the 5th. How did you find that? Was it good?
I found it good. I think I learned a lot and I spoke a lot. So I'll try and speak slightly less this time.
Okay. I'm sure I can make you speak up a bit more. Thank you to the people that have put in comments in the chat. We will get to the side chat in a minute. So I want to start off with new memberships. So I was having a look. Apart from the live on the 5th, the last one was on the 30th of October, which was quite a long time ago. So I can only humbly apologise on behalf of Anne for that, and Tracy and James. But I thought I'd turn up tonight and we'd move along. So a big shout out to people that have renewed their memberships. There's been quite a lot of you, and it does help us do for things with the club. And to the new memberships as well: James Jameson, Paul Phillips, Paul Watkins, Barry Harris. Try and say that when you've had a couple. Yeah, Barry Harris twice. No, I only done it once. Stephen Woodward, Richard Collins, Dennis Lightfoot, Steve Thatcher, Dave Hughes, Richard Polly, Glyn Hughes, and a guy called William. We'll leave his name at there. No, a massive shout out to all those guys that have taken out the memberships. We do very much. We do very much appreciate that. We're now going to quickly go on. I'm going to pass the mic over to Anne, because I believe we're going to share some happy birthdays.
Yeah, so had birthday since the 5th is Jay Hornsby, Victoria Hope, Neil Mellors, Dave Swallow, Chris Cuthbert, Martin Richmond, and Gary Scott McLean. Hoping I didn't miss any.
Okay, happy birthday to all you people. I hope you had a really nice birthday. Let me get rid of that. Right, no, we don't want that bit. Let's quickly put that back on. So thank you to that. We've bit of sponsor news. So everyone's probably aware with the current climate and everything what is going on. It's probably no different up and down the country. People are finding it hard. The cost of food, the cost of energy, it just makes you wonder where it's going to end. And a few sponsors dropped away purely because the cost of living is that mad. But just wanted to say a massive thank you to all those people that have sponsored us on the club. We do appreciate it. Excuse me. I will be speaking about beading perfection a bit later on. But what I want to quickly go into now is Anne's done another sponsor video. So we just want to share that with you quickly so you can see who are the current main sponsors. Share that with you quickly so you can see who are the current main sponsors. A massive thank you to the people that have currently stayed with us. It's absolutely awesome. We will be speaking a bit more about that and also about events, what companies have sponsored what events on there. Let's have a quick look on the comments because we have got a few. I will start off. Liam Miller is saying hi. Where is Liam tonight, Anne?
Hi. Sat on the side of me on the bed.
How do you do that? You sounded just like him. Wow, that's clever. Hi, Liam. Who we got next? James, you want to do this one?
Yeah, this one's from Carl Hope. Hi, good to see you. Can't wait for Ford Fair from Carl Hope.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah, it will be upon us sooner than we know. I've already roughly lined up all the trophies for that event, and a massive shout out to Chris Knott Insurance for sponsoring on us on that one again. Mr. Andrew, do you want to do that one?
Rivka, Dav says hi.
Hi, Dav. I think that's a new name. It's not one I've seen before. Thank you for joining. Let's go on for one for Tracy.
Ian Cuthbert says, evening, everyone. Evening, Ian.
Hi, Ian. Hope you're well. It seems like an age ago that we met. But Frosty is over at Rates just over a month's the time. So, yeah, that's cool. But all the best to you and the family. And, who we got next? Young Alex.
This is from Victoria Hope, and it says, hi all, nice to see you. RJ, you are looking well, Vic.
You're just being a charmer. I feel 110. But thank you very much. I hope you had a really nice birthday, Vic. One for Liam Andrew.
Liam Andrew says, evening, everyone.
We've got here, hi everyone from Carl Hope. Hi Carl again. And I don't know who this one is. This is saying Facebook user, hello everyone. Do we know who that is?
I think there's a comment underneath it, RJ. It says Craig from St. Helens.
Oh, hi Craig. Yes, I can see that one there. Hi Craig, hope you're well. Thank you for joining. So let's get on with a bit more what's going on. I wanted to I might get jump on this bit now just quickly. Those that are aware, I think when we done the last live, we had the sad news that Chris Lucas had sadly passed away. It was his funeral, I believe, on Tuesday the 21st. I just wanted to say a massive thank you to Chris's wife Elaine, his son James Lucas, and his daughter Emma. They did at the funeral while in the church. They did do a shout, not a shout out. That's the total wrong word. They did mention the club and myself, which was very very humbling. I am speaking closer with them. I am trying to see if James and Emma can get to Simply Ford this year, because I do have something planned up, but I need them to be at that event for me to be able to do that. But I'll keep people in touch with that. But it's still quite mad not seeing this post on the club. But on behalf of myself and all the other staff, I just wanted to say, thank you for all the posts and all the comments. Chris, you're up there and you'll be sorely missed. Does anyone want to add anything on that?
Yeah, just like what you say, it still hasn't really sunk in that you don't see anything like pending or any posts. Every single post of mine, there was a comment and a like from Chris Lucas. It's still difficult to understand that you won't see that again. Very sad.
No, 100%, 100%. It's it is very sad for sure. Anybody else want to say anything? Okay, we will move over from that. Let me get rid of that. There's a lot of news and everything going around at the moment. I wanted to start with a little bit of club news and something that seems to have everybody a little bit dancing and commenting for the wrong reasons. So Facebook brought out saying, I believe, maybe beginning of this year, end of last year, at everyone. Yeah. When I initially used it, Anne told me I would regret it. And within about 2 seconds of posting it, I did. But then I noticed that I was being tagged a lot, and I'm on over 1,000 full groups. A lot, all the clubs using it to make people aware what's going on. That is all the clubs are doing it, and people are generalizing, just trying to cause a stink or an issue. The swearing, the language, the angry faces. And you look at these people, you go on their profiles, they have very family profiles with the kids and their wives and everything else. I just find the whole thing so childish. It is unbelievable. And that is my own personal take. The only reason we're using it is to make people aware of what is going on. Only tonight, 2 or 3 people have got removed. But quite obviously, it's an issue for some people, and they can't deal with it. But it's just to make people aware that something is coming up, and to put that into context. I've been doing this on and off for a very long time. Probably some of the younger members that are maybe under 20 years old. I've been doing this longer than they've been on the planet, which is quite scary, to be honest. But the biggest thing I get when it comes up to an event, it's the weekend before the event, or the event is finished. What do we get, Anne? What's the one thing?
Any spaces left?
Are there any spaces left? Or I weren't aware there was an event. So you can't moan about everyone in one hand and then say, well, hold on, I didn't know, I weren't aware. So I would suggest that if anyone knows anyone that has either been removed from Full Club GB or they have an issue, you're watching this, you remove yourself from Full Club GB, because you're not the kind of people that we want on the club. Thank you. So from a staff perspective, everybody gets why we're using the app, everyone to tag. Oh, and also to make everybody aware, if you don't want to get the notifications, it's quite simple. You can't blame the clubs, but Full Club GB or any other club. You should have the knowledge to know, well, hold on, I've been on Facebook since 2007. I know that I have from when it pretty much started. And you know, when you go into a group and you join them, you agree to the rules, and there's a little bit about notifications. Don't want to tell anyone how to suck eggs, just turn them off. You won't have any the notifications. That's how simple it is to do, rather than ranting for a club or a particular person. But yeah, those are the whole reasons why we're doing the tags, and we won't stop doing the tags. The next it'll mainly be at the weekends, to be honest. As far as I'm aware, unless something major comes up in a week, you shouldn't get any notifications for any tags. It will be at the weekends, maybe one on the Saturday and one on the Sunday. There was just a few went out this weekend purely because of all the issues. So yeah, let's move on from that. Events. So I quickly want to chat about club events. Simply Ford coming up next. I put the order in for the trophies for that. Shall be picking them up hopefully next week for Simply Ford, Bromley and Cars in the Park. So Simply Ford this year has been sponsored by Collins Performance. Just a massive shout out to them, and a bit of a shout out to David Boyce. I know he's no longer with Collins, but all the bits he used to put on the club, thank you very much. But now we move forward with Gary Lendon, that I've known for quite a few years. So Gary, thank you for doing the sponsorship for that event. And when's our deadline for Simply?
I'm still waiting to hear.
It's
no,
when
it's not. There's no deadline. You can purchase tickets up until the day of, actually, even on the gate.
All right, really?
Mm.
All right. Okay.
But we're saying ideally 2 weeks before,
so we can get our numbers and that.
Yeah.
Our numbers. Over. So how many people we roughly got at the moment for Simply? 18. Okay, so we're doing very well with that. Then we got for Bromley. God, the miles I'm going to clock on that one. I don't know if that's in between me going to watch Mr. Blobby in London. I have to see how I do with time, I suppose. Oh dear. Noel's house party will never be the same, Tracy, will it? So Bromley did a great sponsorship between Blue Spark, Ed Fisher up there, up in the northeast of England. Yet again, a sponsor in the club. Thank you so much for that. And myself at RJ's World, kind of one of my local events. So yeah, I'm more than happy to kind of do that. Do we have a deadline for Bromley?
I don't think they've given us one either. There's not many that have given us deadlines yet.
Knowing Bromley, it'll probably be the end of May, and they might even take it up to. When's the what's the date of the event?
2nd of June.
The when?
2nd of June's the deadline.
The 2nd of June. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we got the deadline on that. And how are we doing with people, places on that one?
20 people so far.
Cool, awesome. This if you're thinking about doing Bromley and you've never been. Bromley's been going to. Don't hold me to ransom on any of this. Otherwise, I'll have to call my mate who's got a particular set of skills. Where's that radio time, James? I don't know. I'm looking. No, it's not that. Nielsen. Let's move on. So Bromley's been going since 1975. Supposedly, it's the biggest classic car event in Europe. If you've been to Cars in the Park, you will love Bromley. It's the same kind of thing. It's an absolutely awesome the day. You really will enjoy it. After Bromley, we then go. That's in June. We then have beginning of July. Cars in the Park, sponsored by Ghost Vehicle Protection, like with Bromley, and Simply. I should be getting the trophies to be picked up for those 3 events next week. But a massive shout out to the DAS and Ghost Vehicle Protection for sponsoring us yet again. Never know, we might get him at this event and he can do the judging himself. But Cars in the Park, I believe, how many places we got left? To 10?
10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah. When those tickets are gone, those tickets are gone. Am I right in thinking that Sarah Haddock bought a ticket and she can't go to that event now? Was it Cars in the Park?
Yes, I think it was, but I'm going to message Sarah because I might buy it off her because I'm going to take 2 cars.
Okay, cool.
I think
I only asked that-
Sarah's on the live.
Yeah, she is. I can see her waving. No, she hasn't. Hi, Sarah. Hope you're well. Welcome to the live.
Yeah, it was Cars in the Park.
Cool. And to Gary Scott McLean, hello from Bonnie Wrexham. I mean Scotland. I always get those two mixed up, Gary. It might have been all your jokes about the Peugeot. I don't know. Peugeot? What Peugeot? No idea. What's this one here? Hold on. Facebook user. Yes, you are correct. Sorry, I've been taken away from. Are you going to London as well, Sarah? I'm just saying that if you're going to London and watch Mr. We could make a weekend of it. Okay.
Noel's house party.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So after that, we do have the Ford Fair in August, which I've got all my midges and that, but I've got to put that all into a massive email to Martin Warrow, who I see the other day. It's a pleasure going to see him again. We had a chat about the football, not a lot about Man United. I've got to be honest. We didn't speak a lot about Chelsea. But yeah, loads of little bits, and Football Fair is going to be massive again. And I know a lot of people absolutely enjoy that. We got so much work to do, and I think that was saying that when I put the post up yesterday about the At Everyone thing, people honestly, do you know, so much of the people can kind of understand all the work we try and do here at Full Club GB, but the work behind the scenes, the weekly live calls we have with the admin to make sure we're doing everything we can possibly do, and we do this all in our own spare time and making sure we get these events as best as we can and do as much to make sure everybody kind of enjoys their day. And for Ford Fair is that culmination on that, and that leads, we're only doing the 5 events this year, so we're not down at Castlecombe at all this year. I'll leave that there, and we end up with Full Power Live down at Brands Hatch. Still trying to book the room for that one, to be honest. Finding it very difficult. That's sponsored by my old mate Rob Gerber at Select Tents. But we've got a few things we're trying to organise for Full Power Live to make it a bit more of a special stand for us this year. But you have to come and join us to see what's going on with that. And anything you want to add on the events?
Just if you buy your tickets, can you let one of us know just so we can add you to the list? So we're keeping up to date with who's coming and who to expect on the day.
Cool. No, that's absolutely awesome. So let me get rid of that. I've done a lot of chatting. I still got bits I want to chat about, but I don't want this to be just about me. We're going to go in the chat and then we're going to go around the admin and see what they want to add. And as well, if you're not following us on all the social media platforms, we are on Instagram. We've been on there since 2017, but we're also on TikTok as well. So if you want to get any videos of your cars over, get them over to us, and we'll put the video up. which would be absolutely cool.
It's 2030.
We've got Facebook users. Do you know who this is? Hi, guys.
This is Simon Wooding.
Simon, hello. That's a name I don't remember. Thank you for joining the live. We really do appreciate it. Anne?
Haha, no, unfortunately, otherwise I'd be down, Sarah.
Cool. We're just for finding where she's going and we'll get there. James. I don't know.
Facebook user watching for the first time, simply for the attendee. We know who that is.
We've got that.
That is Graham Marshall.
Graham Marshall.
Graham, thank you very much indeed. Alex?
This is from Simon Wooding, and it says, hope to be joining you for Ford Fair and Ford Power.
That's absolutely awesome. Bear with me one sec. Carl, I got your message. I will have a look in a while, but thank you very much on that. So, Anne, any particular bits that you would like to chat about that you highlighted?
Not that I can think of at the minute.
We will come back to Anne in a while. James, how about yourself?
Obviously, the website blogs now are going out more regularly as well. It's another way of getting notified if you guys aren't on social media. So I'm regularly doing blogs to keep all the members up to date, and they're going out about 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, cool. Cool. Do you have any news that you've managed?
Yeah, so obviously on the back of the Ford's new EVs this week, I did a little bit of research, and I see that the Ford CEO over in the States, he is talking about the new EV plant they're going to roll out. They reckon it'll be out by 2025, 2026, and Ford spent $90 million in Texas to train skilled mechanics over there for the electric zero emission vehicles.
Very nice. Yeah, I have got some Ford news planned myself, so we shall look at that. Let me quickly, let's go to presets. Let's go to screen share. Let's have a look at what we're gonna be looking at. So let's have a quick look on here. Oh, let me know that you can see all that. Yeah, we got it there. I can see it on the other bit. So yeah, we probably all heard this week. Everyone was waiting on all this Ford news coming up. So Ford electrifies an iconic brand with the introduction of the all-new electric Explorer. I don't know if that is me with the rattling. Is it me? I'm not sure. Engineered and built in Europe. Ford today revealed the all-new electric Explorer. Supposedly 300-mile range. Around about 330 brake, I've heard. Not from any one specific. It's only what I found on the net. Curious to know what people's thoughts will become on that. This is one I've always liked. The iconic Ford Bronco off-roader is now heading to Europe, to European customers in a strictly limited numbers. Guess how many they're doing, Anne?
God knows.
1. That's it. No, I don't. I haven't got a clue. Yes, we got that. The new Ford Puma ST PowerShift expands performance. Appealed with electrifying automatic powertrain. Seeing a lot more of the Pumas about. They're coming quite an everyday occurrence. Before you weren't seeing a great deal of that. 2nd of March, we had Ford establish Latitude A, whatever that is, to develop future of automated driving technology. Wow, Anne. You can sit in the back seat. Your car will take you where you got to go. It's cool, isn't
Yours already parked itself, done it, Anne?
it? Yeah.
No, I haven't tried it.
Ford performs electric Supervan 4 to reach new heights at the 101st running of Pikes Peak. That was back in February, and other bits on that one there. So let me get off of that. Bear with me. Cool. So we're back on that because I want to go into another bit. Yeah, what's people's opinions on the Explorer and the Bronco coming to Europe in limited numbers?
I think they'll do well.
Before I say, when I look at the EV, is that interference from me or is that somebody else's mic? I'm not sure. It's gone. Yeah, I think when I look at the Explorer, it saddens me to say it, but it looks very much like. Bear with me. Maybe me. Yeah, I think it reminds me of the EV that Hyundai are doing. It is, yeah, I dare say it's a billion times better than that. But the Bronco, on the other hand, that looks a pretty amazing vehicle. Is anyone aware what the other EV vehicle supposedly coming? Has anyone heard?
The Capri, isn't it?
What's everyone's thoughts on the Capri coming back as an EV?
You can't you can't beat the old Capri. They're classics.
Yeah. I agree, but having said that, I think it's just a lot of things. People that don't like to change. The old school owners will be up in arms with the full Capri. To be honest,
Look at what happened with the Puma. Everyone loves them now.
Yeah,
They're like the new Fiesta, aren't they?
So this is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure no one really knows how this car is going to look. Supposedly, it is going to have twin headlamps. Is it going to be all-wheel drive? Is it going to be rear-wheel drive? For 300 brake horsepower is the rumours on it. So yeah, I think it's just a question of we have to wait and see what's going to happen with the Capri. But must be honest, when I kind of everyone's going on about the news, I was very disappointed that from an English point of view, did the Explorer make people excited? I don't know, as a petrol head. No, when I firstly heard about the Capri as a petrol head, yeah, unfortunately there ain't no petrol going into it. So unfortunately, yeah, how's that going to work out? I think we will have to wait and to see. I have got another bit to share with you guys, so bear with me. So this is a bit that I believe we spoke a little bit about on the 5th when I was not about. Formula One return. Forza returns to Formula One, strategic partner to Oracle Red Bull Racing for 2026 season and beyond. Yeah, I think the consensus from what I heard on the 5th was everyone was very excited about it. I'm hearing Ford have only managed to do this because of a change in the FIA rules. Otherwise, Ford would not have been coming back to Formula One. I think what's the sad thing about it is, if I quickly come off on that, is hopefully I can share this next bit, which is Yeah, which is pretty sad, really. From a Ford perspective, I had heard about it in February. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance because I wasn't on the last live. Yeah, Ford's to cut more than 1,000 jobs. That's actually closer to 4,000 jobs now. 1,300 of them going in the UK and 2,300 jobs going into Germany. Where that balance? We're going into F1. We're producing all these things, but yeah, a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs. Ford has announced that 1,300 jobs, a fifth of the workforce, is being cut from its UK businesses as part of Europe's wide overhaul. The majority of the UK losses will be from the Ford site in Dunton in Essex, its headquarters and technical centre. Up to 1,000 jobs are to be axed at the location, with the remaining 300 to come from the administrative roles across the remaining 5 sites, etc. So, yeah, makes you wonder how far the job cuts are going to go as regards to that. Yeah, I just think from a Ford fan point of view, we just need something good to happen. Then we need something good to happen sooner rather than the later, to be honest. I think everybody has their views. I've watched a lot of videos about people saying this and that about Fords, and as a Ford nut, it's quite painful to listen to what people are saying without wanting to respond and say you don't know what you're chatting about, blah blah blah. Some little Fiesta RS Mark 9 is going to come out, but I know it's not. But yeah, so Ford into F1, the job cuts. Let's start with Mr. Andrew. What's your takes on all of that, Lillian?
Well, there's it's all a bit bittersweet, isn't it?
Very.
It's like saying, look at what we're doing, great things here, but we'll forget about these bad things over here.
Yeah, which is very sad. And I know you're a pretty big F1 fan. I've always been a massive. I don't know. I know you're into your touring cars as well. When I think of touring cars, I think of Mondeos and Vectras, and I love that. I love to see when Mansell took the jump over. But that's going back a long time. That most people probably don't remember that era of touring cars. But the Formula One thing has been in my blood for a long, long time. Not that I'm a very good driver at it. I'm not. I'll probably lose a wheel nut, and yeah, that'll be the end of it. But Ford into F1, loads of job cuts. EV this, EV that, EV every van that you're coming across. Even the AA bloke the other day when we took the pug away. Ah, bless it. I said, "How's the new Ford Transit van?" He's gone. He preferred the VW. I've gone. Why is that? He's gone. The infotainment screen. He said it's absolutely awful. He works about a 12-hour shift, and he finished work the other day, and just as he's driving home, it started to work again. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. But what's your take on F1 job cuts and EV?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense how they're saying, yeah, we're going to go into F1, but then cut jobs elsewhere, because and surely they're going to need some jobs for the F1 side of things.
Yeah.
Whether the F1 thing's going to work, I don't know. I mean, it's been a long time coming for them to join, but I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, because you're seeing all these F1 teams coming back. You know, Williams has just come back. Aston Martin's come back this year, and it's just like, are they really going to work though? You know, there's been a lot of changes in F1.
Yeah.
The EV thing, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I was disappointed when it said what it was that was coming out. I just don't see how it's going to work. The Bronco I can see working, because it's another off-roader for for Europe. You know, we don't have many Ford off-roaders, so it'll be nice to see a smaller off-roader at least.
I'm going to put a bit of mix in the thing with the EV, because supposedly EV sales were woof. Then they took such a slump at the moment. They're dropping prices like crazy. A bit like when Ford's bought the B-Max, the C-Max, the S-Max and the Galaxy. The Galaxy moved over from Seat and VW and Ford's partnership to the all-new Galaxy. And because they had the S-Max, the prices of the Galaxy dropped that much. And I heard rumours at one point there was a $6,000 price cut. It sounded a bit like the Sierra RS Cosworth in the day, that they knocked $9,000 off the price of a new car, but everyone was nicking them so easily. That's the reason why they've done it. But I watched a bit of a video, it might have been on TikTok today, and it made very interesting reading. The don't sell your petrol cars yet. Diesel, I'm not quite so sure about, but petrol cars, what they're saying at the moment, that a lot of the fuel companies, they're working on a new fuel.
Synthetic fuel.
Yes, that's the, you watched the same video, didn't you?
I've heard about that for a while.
Yeah. So that could
for a very long time.
Yeah. What can you tell us about that, Liam? You probably know a bit more about it than me.
Basically, it's fuel that's going to be renewable, from my understanding.
Right.
I don't know a lot about it, but because I last heard about it a while ago.
Yeah, I suppose it's gonna cut all the carbon emissions and everything like drastically. So a lot of people are saying that that's something that's gonna. I don't know, those that might be old enough to remember. So when we had the 4-star many years ago, and this new fuel come out called unleaded, and it was going to burn all your seats and your valves in your engine, and everyone was so worried about it. And then they slowly done away with a 4-star, and then they done this other petrol that had all the lead in it. So if you had your little Escort Mark IV RS Turbo, you was going to be safe. But yeah, they seem to, this fuel, what Liam's mentioned, it seems to be saying what people are that people are chatting about, that might possibly be the way to go. And for all those people that have bought an EV, because I think Ford have really ploughed into the EV thing, and let's hope that whoever's told them to do that doesn't now come back to bite them on the ear.
I think a few companies have followed that suit now, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's a few gone electric.
Yeah. Well, we shall see as regards to that. James, what's your take? You drive a petrol car. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, like I say, I think Ford are just following the market, aren't they, with the EV SUVs, which is what customers are wanting nowadays. I'm not a fan of them myself, I'll be honest. Obviously, as a Mondeo lover, so yeah, I think it's just they're just following the market. Is it gonna the Explorer? I don't know. Be interested to see if it does take off with your likes against, like you say, the Hyundais and the Kias, all very similar looking cars.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if it is a big seller.
Yeah. What do you think of the Bronco coming to Europe?
Yeah, I think that'll be good. Yeah, I do. I do think that will be good.
Yeah.
Depending on obviously what the limited numbers are. But I think that would be very good for Europe.
Yeah, I think
it's not available in white.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think you know what, but what it will upset a lot of people. I think I can always remember from having a white Granada to getting a white Cortina Mark V. The white is a bit like you go and buy it to TV. 1 year the black's in, the next year the silver's in, and white's one of these colours in cars that seems to it comes and it goes. At the moment, I think some of the white cars are looking really cool, and I think a Bronco would look absolutely amazing in in white. I just, you know what, my biggest worry is that if this turns to be a total cop with the EV side, and who knows, it might not be, it might be, is Ford's going to be another marquee that's gone. There won't be no more Ford because they ploughed a bit too much into it, to be honest. Tracy,
hopefully they don't go down the road of Saab.
Very true.
Yeah,
Yes,
hopefully.
Tracy. Anyone that goes out and washes their car in a dawn of dusk and a dusky dusk, ain't that the lion out of the Wizard of Oz? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your views on job cuts, Formula One, EVs, Bronco? How you looking at it?
I think there is a market for it. Well, unfortunately for all the petrol owners and diesel owners, there is a market out there, and I think it's what people want, and they have to keep up. If they don't, then, like James says, we'll be like Saab. So I think bring it out, see what happens. It's going to be one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, no, most definitely.
And I'm
Alex,
interested to see what Capri is going to look like.
yeah, no, I think it's going to look. It's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be a very good looking car. To be honest, you have to change with the time. I've been looking at the Mini Clubman's, Mr. Andrew, the twin panoramic roof. I was very impressed. Anyway, let's move on from that one. Alex, what's your thoughts on
the wrong ones?
You thought it was an old Mini, didn't you? Like I'm going to get anything. Like I'm going to get anything in the back of one of them. Alex, what's your views on these topics we've been chatting about, and then we'll head back over to the chat.
I kind of personally believe that maybe they should have kind of gone with introducing hybrids before going straight to electric. That's only because people are in that period between going from kind of full petrol to full EV. Then maybe a hybrid would have given them that kind of best of both worlds, just for the time being, to see kind of how they would cope with electric and how they kind of would cope without petrol.
I think they've kind of done that a bit though, haven't they? They had the hybrid Puma, the hybrid Cougar, and I spoke to an old chap that had the hybrid Cougar, and he's gone. He absolutely loves it, but he said, "I can't wait for them to bring out an all-electric version. I'd get rid of this one tomorrow." I think if you've got a little car, I'm a big fan of the 208 Peugeot. I think it's an absolutely amazing little car, but we'll leave that one there just in case someone drive with Andy that don't like it. He's not an EV fan, I'm told. Yeah, I just think if you're just driving around town and you're doing silly things, then a little car, plug it in, plug it out, you're absolutely laughing. But you know what? We're only the people that's buying them. Unfortunately, you kind of hope that Fords are listening, because I remember we see all the cars on the club, all the old Granadas and things like that. And back in the day, if you wanted air conditioning, you either got a severely very good Mark 1 Sierra gear that had the aircon on it. Whether or not it worked, that was a totally different ball game. Or you got a Mark 2 Granada and you kind of knew the gear, or the Gear X had it. But back in when they brought around about 99 to the millennium, questionnaires were sent out to Ford customers. Would you prefer having a sunroof or aircon? And aircon was the big thing. I've had a guy been messaging me quite a lot over the last couple of weeks that he wanted to get an aftermarket sunroof in his car, and the people that I'd been using, they just not doing them. There ain't the stock out there anymore. But unfortunately, if you get that many people wanting something, then things will change. Right, let's delve into some chats. There's been a few bits. I've no idea what that says or who that's from. Have we got any idea?
That's from Facebook user, and it says
that. Okay, well, thank you for that. I've got saying Naomi done it once, Stephen Wood. I have no idea what that means. Liam Andrew, one for you. I think this is someone you know, isn't it?
Yes, that's Drive with Andy. He says, "Hey at all."
What's his first name? Is it Andy?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Cool. And you want to read this one?
Drive Andy says, "My timing has never been when you're online, so glad to finally say hi."
Hi, Andy. Oh, we've got another one. James.
Drive with Andy again. I'm not sold at all on EV cars. People think they're eco, yet the cost to manufacturers are terrible, and the longevity of them are not good.
No, there's a part of me that does, it does agree with me. I think there's always going to be a split. Boy, when they done away with the Cortina, people was up in arms. The Sierra come out. When that went, people was up in arms. The Mondeo went, people was up in arms. People are not going to be happy whichever route they decide to take. To be absolutely honest. But welcome, Andy. By the way, let's go back. Oh. Alex, do you want to read that one? I've no idea who it's from.
Yeah, that's from a Facebook user who I believe is Graham Marshall, and it says, "White is always all white."
Yes, it is all white. You want to see mine? It's very all dirty at the moment. I've got. Do you ever watch that episode of? I'm not sure if it was Top Gear or Grand Tour, but when I think it was Richard Hammond's car. I'm not 100% sure. But you had little mice growing in it, and there was all plants. That's what Frosty looks like at the moment without the mice. I don't know whether to put some seeds on it or what, but yeah, it looks quite cool. Right, before we check on with a bit more chat, I just got a couple more bits of new stuff to go over. So let me quickly go into newsfeed. And this one is, I believe, Ford News in general. A new era of exploration inspired by the past. That must have been wow, that old Explorer looks nothing like the new one, does it?
A bit different.
Yeah, nice, yeah. Ford Pro, the future of commercial vehicles. That's a bit of news there. Meet the 7 new Ford all-electric vehicles. 7 of them. The all-electric e-Transit. God, that Andy's going to be doing his nut now. He reads all this. The new Puma, which we spoke about. Women Drive series showcases Ford Mustang Mach-E. I heard someone say earlier that when they initially brought out the Ford Capri, it was like bringing out the Yorkie bar, saying it's not for women. And the bloke said, but women look really cool when they drive a Ford Capri. And quite obviously, we got the tribute to the Queen. Yeah. And before I go on and we kept on there, I said I want to quickly, you'll probably see this year, there's new faces staff-wise, but there's a few people that aren't with us anymore. When I say aren't with us, I don't mean they've gone. We're never going to see them again. But for whatever reason, be it the club, be it them, they decided to step down, either remove themselves from the club or just step away from their roles. So that would have been a thank you to them, because they did put in a lot of time on the club. Chris Rickson, Tom Judd, and my old Honda driver, Jerem. He might tell you that he don't like Honda, but I've all those wind-ups with Liam Miller, I think they're both pretty nifty Honda fans, to be honest. What have I got next for you guys? Let me have a quick back to my share screen. And it is this company here. So it's with very sad news that we learned this year, due to Beading Perfection was a very new good company. And as a brand ambassador, I was very happy to try most of their products that they had, or they currently got. But due to the current way the world is that we spoke about, the climate, the cost of living, the cost of food, the cost of, I don't know. I think they've even put the cost of living into your cat and the dog food, and I weren't even aware that your cat and dog was kind of really bothered about it. But I think they just should be. That goes for hamsters as well, to Tracy, and the guinea pigs. You see, I didn't call it a guinea pig. So Beeline Perfection are getting rid of what stock they've got left, and they pretty much slashed the prices by, in some places, the best part of the 50%. So why stocks last? And I put in an order earlier. Get over to www.beadingperfection.co.uk and try and get your products while they're still available. And we wish both Gareth and Donna all the best for the future. Let me quickly get back onto that. Right, let me get back onto Tracy, one for you.
This is Drive with Andy. Also, EV owners are not true petrol heads.
Yes. People used to say that about my diesel Galaxy. I never knew why. But then I knew that they weren't the diesel head. I did try and join a Focus ST diesel owners group. They wouldn't let me join. They wouldn't let me join. I was gobsmacked. And Louise.
Drive with Andy says, I think Ford was harsh on the Fiesta, getting rid of it, probably because the Puma has taken its place. Also, the fact they could have waited a couple of years and done a last hurrah 50-year special, possibly.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with that. I think the Fiesta deserved that. They should have done a 50th anniversary edition. I think it would have been absolutely awesome. But yeah, I think we're already aware that unless something changes, you can never say never. To be honest, I know James owns a Mark V. Is it, James?
Mark III.
A Mark III. Yeah, I've been looking at Mark III's because I know there was that changeover, Mark III, Mark IV. There weren't that much difference in them, but where this is changing around here where I live, it makes me wonder what these people are going to do with these cars. But yeah, no, I agree. I think we should have had that for 50. Tracy, one for you. You can even turn it into a song.
Mel says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, Mel, where have you been hiding? Congratulations on your baby, by the way. Hope you're well. James.
Drive with Andy again. Possibly hydrogen could be a future thing.
It could be. Might be something to do with them for blow up dolls, James, eh?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, that was on earlier, that episode.
I can hear saying you said. No, dear. Do you know the funny thing was I had a Reliant Robin, a 1974 Super Saloon, but I also had a Reliant Regal. It was very late 60s. And you know the reg, the OHV was on the back of the van as well.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you had dolls in the back of it or something.
No. That was Liam. Andrew, don't behave yourself up the top there. Don't make me highlight you. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Alex.
Another Drive with Andy, and it says, but for me, as a future family car, I'd consider hybrid.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, I think for me, a hybrid, I don't know. I think because what's the average mileage you're getting out of the electric side of the hybrid? Are you getting 30 miles or something like that? Is that about it? Something
around that, I'd say, yeah.
So I feel that, I don't know, from our point of view, we only do tiny little journeys. They're nothing for far. That's where the hybrid engine would kind of be perfect. Yeah, I think if you're only doing tiny, so someone said the other day with that fuel that me and Mr. Andrew was chatting about, if you're doing small journeys, an EV is perfect, or a hybrid's perfect. With the new petrol that's coming out, they're saying that those small journeys is still ideal for that petrol. But if you're doing the longer journeys, the diesel is still the best option. And don't discount the diesel because they reckon that that's not quite ready to give up the ghost. Because there was one report saying that come blah blah year, they're not to make any more petrol and diesel cars. They're only to make EV. So yeah, we will see.
My problem with the hybrid though is it takes too much space in the boot from what I've seen. I've seen like the luggage space to raise the boot floor for the batteries.
Yeah. Who kind of remembers not so long ago where people used to have the gas conversions, remove your spare wheel and have the tank put in the back? Does anyone remember them?
The LPG conversions.
That's the ones, yeah.
I think they were big on Land Rover Discoveries, weren't they? A lot of them had it.
Yeah.
They were pretty big on any car that was too juicy to run. Like, if you're putting more than £20 in it, go and put some LPG. I just used to buy the little camping gas bottles. They'll get half a mile on that. I'd be laughing. Plus, you get a nice bacon sandwich at the end of it. Anne, do you want to read that? No, who done the last one? Was it Anne? Who hasn't read one out in a while?
Tracy hasn't.
Tracy, you've just been lumbered. There you go. Cheers, Anne.
So Jonathan says, thanks. Mustang E is a terrible car. Not a fan. I should have been a totally new car, not flying the flag of the Mustang name.
Yeah, do you know what? I think my take on that, I'm not sure Andy will agree with me. Do you know what? It'd be like they could bring the E out on anything, and people are just not going to be happy. From what I've heard about that vehicle, it is a tremendous vehicle, and I suppose it'd be someone comparing a 1965 Mustang compared to the 1972 version. People are not going to be happy. If someone offered me one, I wouldn't turn it down. Whether or not I'd keep it,
I think it's the name that's the issue. If it wasn't a Mustang, I don't think it'd get as much bad rep as what it did.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think it's had much bad rep as what the Pumas had. Yeah. I think if it was our own company and it was our own money that went into designing this, maybe we got a bit more to grouch about. But it's the same thing with the Puma. The amount of hate that was on that, and I owned a Mark One Puma, but yeah, I don't know. It isn't for me. I've just seen one in the flesh. I've never driven one. It looks immense in the flesh, and I think Michael Nicklin, who's Anne knows, was with us, works with the AA and that. He's picked up a normal Mustang now, if I can call it a 5 litre, but he had the Mach-E, and yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Maybe they should have bought it out as a hybrid. Yeah,
and maybe they should use fossil fuels. Get some old coke from coal or coke. Yeah, let's move on swiftly. James.
Mel says thank you. I've been busy with little 4D. Miss your faces.
Yeah, we miss you too, Mel. I'm normally talking about you. All good things. So yeah, hopefully we get to meet you guys in the very near future. Mr. Andrew.
Driver Andy again says, total agree. Diesel is still very good. Got to go now, but good chat. Night all.
You take care, buddy. Thank you for your points of view. They've been really good. So from an admin perspective, I asked you guys to kind of come up with some points. Did you anything else that I've not covered that you want to cover? What's going on in the Ford world, the club world, or anything else? That eerie silence, eh? God, dear. It's like watching that bloke in Aussie, the piggy bloke, whatever his name is. What's his name? What's his name, James?
Oh, yeah. What is his name?
Yeah.
From Wolf Creek.
That's him there. Yeah.
That's him, yeah.
I'm not allowed to swear. That's the thing. So I can't really do my interpretation of him. But did watch a good film the other night. Got to be honest, totally off topic. Don't Turn the Lights Off or something like that. True story, the ghost story in Yorkshire. Yeah, there's a lot of dodgy people back then. I'll tell you. Some of them about today. Yeah. And did you do your research? Did you come up with anything for me?
Only thing you maybe missed on the event side was about the plaques.
Plaques, well done. And yes, so show plaques will be are available. Even plaques for older events, you can buy them as well. But they're all there. I wanted to end one last share, and that is with this guy. I've got to be very careful. You love this, Liam. Oh, look, it's him. It's him. Yeah. So, guys, at the moment, like with all the sponsors, we have codes and everything else. RJ's World is the different. We sell loads of different gifts. We currently have a deal on to the end of the month. Free shipping on all orders to the UK and 10% off of all items. Just to give you a quick idea of that, any item you go on to should have a slash through it where the prices drop. So if you're looking for your Valentine's Day gift for next year, good time to get it now. Thank you very much on that one. Let's come off of that. I think that's kind of us done. I hope you all the staff have enjoyed being on the live tonight. It weren't as daunting as what you might have thought it was. It's been very enjoyable from my point of view. I'm going to quickly go around and ending the table. Alex, how's it been tonight? You've enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for letting me be part of it as a new moderator.
Welcome. You're very welcome. But what you got planned for the next week? Anything on the cards?
Not much. I cleaned the car today. I've got a few more bits to add to the engine for show season. Cool. But I've just got work this week, and then if the weather's nice afterwards, I'll carry on doing bits and pieces.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Mr. Andrew, what you got planned for next week?
I've got to take the daily for a MOT retest.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And I've got to take Big Blue for his MOT.
Ooh.
You saw the handbrake out, Liam?
Not yet. That's tomorrow. Or it might even be Tuesday before I go.
Ooh. Have you put an independent antenna on your sat nav in the blue yet?
No.
Okay.
I've sort of written that off for now.
Okay. Where is it at the moment? In the Leeds or the Leicester?
Not far off Liverpool last time I checked.
Oh, right. Okay. It's moving about then.
How did you get back without sat nav then today?
Hopes and dreams.
I'll tell you a true story that even I get caught on. I was on Facebook 2 weeks ago. Someone was advertising a 10-inch display, Apple CarPlay, camera at the back of it. It comes with a camera for the back and the front. $38. I thought it can't be a lot of crop for $38. How right can you be? What turned up was a tablecloth from China. They said to me, they got back to me, they said, oh, if you want to end the dispute, we'll give you 40% of your money back. What's all that about? Oh dear me, that's not good, is
It's
it?
21.
I know what the time is. I think I've got tablets in there. James, what you got planned for next week?
Just work. Hopefully get my wheels in off the ST for a refurb, ready for Simply, and then obviously give the car a good clean.
Yeah. What's the date for Simply? Is that the 21st or something?
21st,
Yeah.
yeah, 21st.
Cool. I got when bear with me. I haven't gone nowhere. I'm still here, honest. Oh yeah, Frosty's going in on Anne's birthday. Anne's going to do the work.
Oh, but it's my
Now that I want to
birthday.
see.
Are you
Wow.
waiting to see if it passes before you clean it?
No, I need to clean it before I take it for MOT and the service. But I'll be honest, rates are doing me a wonderful deal as always. Discount on the MOT, the service, the brake fluid, and the aircon regas. I'm lucky because I've got. How old's your ST, Alex? Is it was it 17 or 18?
It's a 16.
Right. So you're going to be maybe a little bit unfortunate with your gas. You've got the post gas where I've got the pre gas. I'm not 100% on that. You need to check. But the difference in the gas prices is over £100 per pound. So, yeah. I'm sorry to say that. I didn't mean it. Tracy, how did the test go today? Was it good? Or was that yesterday?
That was yesterday. Yeah, I passed. Yeah, I passed that.
Well done.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Apollo 15. You watch out.
Absolutely, and everything else. Yeah.
That's it. Congratulations now on that. Absolutely well done. What's your plans for next week?
Just work and then go on holiday next weekend for 4 days, which would be nice.
Oh,
To the New Forest. Yes.
you're off to where?
New Forest.
New Forest. You can get us all ready for Simply, can't you? To check out our pitch.
You're
Yeah.
not going
Absolutely.
to Old one?
Huh?
You're not going to Old Forest? What's
No,
wrong
no
with
one.
Old
No, I went
Forest?
there last week. I went there last week.
That was last year's holiday.
Yeah. Well, I hope you have a wonderful 4 days off.
Thank you.
That takes me to Poochie. Not far away now for you and Liam. Getting closer.
I know. Tell me about it. It's
What's he
starting to
doing
get
at the
stressful.
moment? Is he a kip?
No, I was on the Xbox.
Is he?
Yeah, because you normally are asleep.
He keeps
Oh.
popping in.
Snoring.
What's he doing on the Xbox?
He keeps popping up next to Anne.
Does he?
Man.
Oh.
Yeah, it just looks like a
Hang on.
head.
Yeah.
Hang on. He's
Beg your
moving.
pardon?
It looks like the head from Heart Attack.
Does that mean I've got to
Right. Oh, there he is. You be careful of that egg box. Can do serious damage.
My relaxation.
How's your wagon? I hear you've been taking scenic pictures. Reminds me, I need to take my push bike out and to take it to the field.
Aye, it's doing all right.
Yeah, good,
Doing good.
good. That's good.
I know.
That's wicked. So, Anne, what you got planned next week? What's going on? Uni?
Uni work. You're at the dentist. Probably wedding stuff.
Yep.
Again. Just because we know it's getting nearer and nearer. We're down to like 87 days. Something like that.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. It's soon going to be here.
Ooh. We've got an evening all from someone. Do we know who that is?
That'd be Graham.
That be Graham. That be. Sounds like Anne when she's doing a curry advert.
Hey,
No, not really.
His Ranger today.
Yeah. His ranger's gone.
Well, guys, I just want to say again, thank you. Thanks to all the staff for joining. It's pretty cool to see a the full house on, and everyone in the chat. Please like the video. It if you're on YouTube, it really helps. At the moment, Victoria Hope wins a prize because she's the only one that's liked it. Thank you very much. I'm only kidding. Guys, enjoy your week. Admin, we will catch. I think we catch up next Thursday. And all those worrying about everyone, you got a week off. Now we're gonna end with the outro and then we're gonna end the live. But a massive thank you to everybody. Take care, and we will see you. I think in a month's time, probably just the month before, so simply. So have a good one.
Bye everyone.